No, I don't think I should, you say to Mamolta. A blanket of nervousness envelops you at the thought of giving the ring to another person, let alone another being altogether. You stare into the center ruby of the ring and hear the ring speaking to you in its raspy voice. You've made a good choice not giving me away, I promise that, but we need to get far away from this coven and mistress. The ring's incessant chattering is cut short after being placed back in your satchel. Anything it has to say comes with too much risk to be thoroughly trusted, even if you do agree with it. Mamolta looks at you. It wouldn't be the first time man's stubbornness has laid bad fortune for all, Mamolta says, clearly affronted by the fact you did not trust him with the ring. Before you can say another word, his form drops into the water, creating a large splash that soaks you and your nearby belongings. Alone once again, you clean yourself and leave the hot springs waters. You squeeze as much water as you can from your belongings and drain the water that pooled in your satchel from the splash left by Mamolta's disappearance. Remembering the blanket that Melanie had told you she would leave by the door, you quickly make your way over and slowly pull the wooden door open. There in front of you is a blue towel. You wrap yourself in it, grab your belongings, and step into the hallway. 3 witches stand at one end of the hall and giggle as you leave the washroom wrapped in your towel before fleeing down the stairs. Taking little notice, you walk 3 doors down and enter the room which should be yours for the night. Once again, the overbearingly luxurious accommodations of the coven surprise you. A large wool-stuffed bed sits in one corner, accompanied by a nightstand with a candle and candle holder on top of it. In the other corner, a dresser sits, but with how little possessions you have, you feel you have no need of the dresser. On the wall closest to you, an oil painting depicting a landscape of an ominous and eerie plateau rises above red sand and hovers under a dark sky. You look back to the bed and see something that makes you move with even more excitement. A black cloth shirt and brown pants lay folded on the bed, and next to it, a black steel sword with golden etchings. You hadn't expected much from asking Mistress Lorraine for better weaponry, but this sword rivals what even your highest expectations could have been. You toss your old mud-caked and tattered clothes to the side and put on the new clothes that feel light and fluffy against your newly washed skin. You pick up the black sword that sat next to your clothes and feel its weight in your hands. Placing your finger against the blade, a small cut forms on your fingertip, allowing a trickle of blood to drop to the floor. Up until this point, you felt that you had won your fights based on luck and instinct, seeing that, as far as you know, you have no fighting experience, and yet you feel a sense of confidence towards any incoming danger with such a weapon in your hand. You place your satchel down on the dresser and look through your items to make sure you still have everything. You lie back down on your bed. Things really seem to be looking up. You have a room to yourself for the night, new clothes, a fascinating sword, and are on track to getting your memories restored. What will you do? For this episode, there is no set choice. Instead, write what you would like to do at this very moment to choose how the next episode will go in the comments on this episode or on the YouTube short that will come out tomorrow. Use items at your disposal, explore the coven, take a nap, whatever you wish to do, it is up to you. If you enjoyed this episode and you aren't subscribed, consider doing so and stay tuned for the next episode of The Secrets of Einmeijer Swamp.